Guys, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a lower third for your videos inside of Canva. And if this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Shamecca Stephens, and I love teaching entrepreneurs how to develop and build their brand online. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you found this video helpful. And also don't forget to hit that little bell notification so that you don't miss a single episode. So let's dive into today's training. In today's training, I'm going to be showing you how to create a lower third. And if you're like, oh my gosh, what is a lower third? And then you'll be like, okay, that's a good to know how to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to jump over to my iMovie dashboard, and I'm going to go ahead and just take my picture off. So whenever I share my screen here, I won't be up here in your top right-hand corner, and you will be able to see a lot easier of what is going on. So let me go ahead and stop the video now. And this right here is where what a lower third would actually look like. And so I'm going to go ahead and click this. And right here, this is my playback area where you can see what is going to pop up and all the fun things. And so that is definitely a horrible still shot of me, but we'll get past it. So you hit play. My name is Shamecca Stephens, and I'm a course creator. And that just popped up, that is basically a lower third. And you can create this inside of Canva. And that is so cool. Last night I was thinking about this, and I was like, I wonder if I could create a customized lower third inside of Canva. And lo and behold, you totally can do that. And you could even also put like your profile link or your profile name for, say, like where people should go to follow you on Instagram up here with the Instagram logo. You could do your Facebook profile name, whatever you're listed under on, however your name is listed on Facebook, you could put that there, and the same goes for Instagram. And then just use those logos for each of those programs. And so, like I said, I'll play this all the way through again so that way you can see it. My name is Shamecca Stephens, and I'm a course creator who teaches online entrepreneurs how to build their business and show up online with more confidence and credibility, and all the things that it takes to build. Okay, and so you can totally do every bit of that inside of Canva, which was so super exciting for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally have got to show you this. And I hope you find it as helpful as I have, because I've been trying to figure out, like, okay, how do people do all of those little fancy add-ons in their videos and make it look so cool? And so let's go on a field trip over to Canva so that way I can show you exactly how to do that. Right here is where you come to basically create anything that you want to create graphic wise. And it's canva.com. And the really cool thing about Canva is that it is free. And so I used the free version for several months, but then once I started using this as frequently as I do, I'm like, oh my gosh, it just makes more sense to pay for it. So I get the full benefits of all the features that they have to offer through Canva. And so it's like $12.99, I think, a month, or you could get a 20% or 10% discount if you paid in full for the entire year up front. But however, you can use it for free, and that's the great thing about it. And so right here, it's got templates that you can kind of search through and look at and just, see what what grabs your eye or what you may need. Now for me, and so since I know that I'm going to be creating basically a template for a video that's going to go to YouTube, I'm going to just go ahead and go with this presentation option right here. It's a 16:9, and it's 19:20 by 10:8 pixels. And I'm going to just go ahead and create a document using this. And so this is a blank slide whenever you come here, and it's going to pull up a blank slide. However, if you're wanting to create, say, like a lower third for a different program, say, like, for instance, you're wanting to put it on Instagram, or you're wanting to put it on a different platform, just keep that in mind and Google the presets of, the size of the screen, so that way you can kind of get something close to that. Or you could even just pick, the Instagram option, or the Facebook option if it's a reel you're trying to put one in, or if it's like a story you're trying to put one in. Keep in mind where you're putting this at. And so the first thing that you want to do when you get over here to your document is to change the background color to chroma key green, and the hex code for that color, you can type it in right here and search for it, and it's going to be 00B 140. And then that's going to bring up the color you're looking for. And you will pull that in, and that's going to be the perfect green that your computer programs are going to recognize to do this. The other thing that I would highly suggest you to do is just kind of minimize and go back here to your video where you're set and get like a screenshot of your set. And so say like this right here. I could totally, use this and just get a good little screenshot here of my set so that way I can put this over the top of the green and it'll give me a better idea of where to place my lower third. So I'm going to just do Shift Command 4, and that's going to bring this up to where I can select, pull, and take a screenshot. And then I'm going to minimize this. And now we're going to go back to over here to Canva, and we're going to just upload that so that way I can grab that picture, and that went to my desktop. So let me get it to my desktop here. Okay. And then this way, you're going to be able to easily see where to kind of, plug in your graphics. And then you can delete this after you're, done using it. So, it just needs to be, pull it to the size that you need it. And then now what we're going to do is we can go in and start building out our lower third. And so the way I do that is I go over here to the Elements tab, and then you want to just go to Lines and Shapes and see all. And then just start scrolling down, and then you'll start to see different shapes and different things that you can put together to kind of do this. And so this is one that I traditionally use, and I just kind of spin this little guy around to a 90-degree angle, and I back it up here, and then I just kind of, shrink it down, and then I can pull it forward. Okay. And then the light gray area here, let's we don't need the chroma key green there. Let's make this white. And so the way you do that is you select that light gray one here portion of the element, and then that's going to change that one. And if you wanted to, you could change the very tip end of the arrow, and you would pop that in there, and then that's how you would create that lower third. And now you could go in and add your text if you wanted to, and you could pick any text. I always just pick the biggest one right here, and I just pull it. You can pull the corners and it'll like increase the size, and then just pull it down here. Okay. And now you just want to type your name, and you don't have to have it all in caps. I think this particular font is actually all in caps, but you don't have to. And I'm going to just left align that so that way it just kind of rolls a little smoother. And then now let's make this the same color as the tip of the arrow here. Okay. And let's see. Sometimes you can go to the 3 and then do this, but this is just an all caps font, so you would have to find one where you could actually change it up if you wanted to, but just for purposes of kind of pulling this together very quickly, and for time's sake, I'm just going to use this graphic here, or this font here. And so that is pretty much, well, your lower third. And you could even get even more fancy if you wanted to. So like this one right here, I could totally use this one. And you would just kind of take that and spin it around to a 180. If you wanted something a little bit more, fancy, you could totally do that. And, just pull it out like this. Okay. And so say like if I didn't want the one I currently have, I could just take that one off, put this one here, change the background to white. There we go. And so that would be another option that you could do. So you could totally play around with all of these options here and really come up with some really cool designs and options. So say that this is the lower third that we are happy with and we're wanting to use. Now all we need to do is just animate this. And so you just click this button here, which is animate, and this will allow you to animate your lower third. And so I just always select both of these, and to select both my name and the graphic behind it, I just click the first one, which is, the big arrow, and then I just hit shift and click, and then that selects both of them. And then to animate it, you're just gonna, like I said, again, click the animate. And then this right here, if you just kind of roll your mouse over the top of each of these, it's going to show you what each of them will look like as they're going in. And so it's kind of really neat. So you could totally customize that. The tumble is bringing it in, and that one's kind of cool. So I always like that one. And the traditional one that you'll see most people use is the pan. So if you want to just go more traditional, then the pan version would probably be ideal. But if you're like, I really want to exaggerate it, you could totally do that with the tumble. So let's just exaggerate it. And so now that we've clicked that, this is now going to tumble in. And you could even, watch and see what it looks like. And then just do present. And then there you go. And so it's presenting it, and it just did the whole animation, and you just escape to get out of there to back out. And so now we're like completely finished with editing this. Now we just need to remove our background set of the picture of us. And that brings us back to the chroma key green background, so that this will work inside of our editing program for the green screen technology. Okay. And then also right before, exporting it, it's a good idea to go right here to the beginning of your video, wherever you want to pop this in. How long is this area right here? So as you see, whenever I click on this clip right here that I've got it like, broken down, I've got it selected here. This is the first part where I want this to go. It's 6.9 seconds long. So that's really good to know, because now we can click back over here and change this animation time to 6.9 seconds. And so you just click in there, and then you put in 6.9, and then you click out, and so this is going to now last for the whole duration of this clip right here. And so let's just kind of minimize, and let's go back over here, and you're just going to export this, you're going to just do share. And now you're going to hit download, and you're going to change this to MP4 video, and then you're going to select download. Okay. And so now we're in QuickTime Player, which is just a player that's automatically stocked on Mac computers. And so you're just going to go to File, and you're going to do Export and 1080p. And so we're going to just do demo. Let's just do example. Lower third. And I've got a few on here, so I'm just going to make it to where it stands out to me. So now it's exporting this to my desktop. Okay, and so now we can close this out. We can minimize this, and now we can pull this up. And I like to always just slide my screen to the right and then just pull in the most current video from my desktop, just because that's just the easiest way for me, instead of going up here to that upload video and going through those few steps. It's like you totally don't have to do that. And so now when we play it, and in this video, this is what's going to pop up. And so this is not quite where we want it to be yet. This isn't going to remove that green screen area right there just quite yet. So to do that, you're going to go over here to the video overlay setting icon, click that, and then click the drop down menu and go to green/blue screen. And then now, ta-da, that is going to remove that green background. And the only thing that's going to show up is your lower third. And so this is where you can basically go in and now watch and just make sure everything's, flowing the way you want it to. Hey you guys, and in this video, I'm going to be showing.
And so that worked out perfectly. And so that's exactly how you would input a lower third into your video. And you could totally do the same thing, but with all the other graphics. So, like if you wanted to do like a like, subscribe, like if you wanted to input a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification right here, you could totally do that. You could even put your Instagram account or your with the Instagram logo with your name that you go by under Instagram. You could do the same with your Facebook account. Just put the Facebook logo icon right here, and then just put your name that you go by on Facebook for people to be able to easily find you. And so that is just amazing to be able to totally do that and customize your lower third or any of the graphics that you want to add and put into your videos.
And so I hope that was super helpful for you on showing you exactly how to create customized lower thirds for your videos. And if you're anything like me and you love using green screen technology, be sure to check out my course, Mastering Virtual Backgrounds. And that's where I do a deep dive and show you exactly how to use virtual backgrounds super effectively and create a super beautiful set. Even if you don't have a super fancy office and set to film in, you will definitely have it after being able to go after going through this course and seeing how it all works. And so until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.